Namaste, this is Rishikesh Writings, and today we are in Ramjhula Rishikesh with the SHO of Ramjhula Reddy, K Saklani ji. Namaste Saklani ji, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. Saklani ji, how you started your journey from being a school teacher to an inspector in the life?
First of all, I will welcome to all the followers of Rishikesh Writing, and I really feel proud that I am also linked with this page. And whereas my student life is concerned, I am a person from a very, you can say a medium family, which have to, where you have to struggle for your career in your student life. And meanwhile, when we studied, I still remember that we had to cut, collect grass for animals and collect woods and plow fields. But overall, that was a life which we struggled, and definitely it is the reward where I am sitting today of that struggle. Basically my background was teacher because my father was also a teacher, and he wanted that I must be a teacher. But I, from starting, doing for public or social service was in my gene, and I thought that the boundary of college is very, will be small for me for that purpose, and that's why when I sit in interview of this post, then I was asked the question that you are a teacher and why you are joining this job. Then I told them that I want to do social service in broad, and that's what I am doing from that day to today, and that's why.
And we heard that you also do a good social work, social event, inspire the youth. How this idea generate in your heart to give them a right direction? Because we see today is lots of unemployment in the country.
First of all, that in my student life, I studied child psychology and adult psychology. And when I came to this department, I see that most of the criminals comes from the age group of 15 years to 35 years. And I feel that the police takes action and send them to jail, but we do not try to find out the real problem. And if you go in deep, and you feel that there is a lack of guidance among youth, if they are properly diverted to the positive way from, especially in the age of adulthood, then we may stop them from doing crime. And that was the idea that I started to motivate them, and I also help them to make their career, and so that they must be positive, especially in the sensitive age of adulthood, where there are so many possibilities that they can join any criminal activity, or especially you see that today most of the youth are affected with drugs and such type of problem. Then this was my feeling that I must do something for youth, and that I am doing, and I always try to motivate them for their future. And secondly, I think that the crimes linked with financial things, that like as theft, loot, or dacoity, and such type of crime are linked with finance. And when we interrogate such of the criminals, then we see that there is unemployment, and there is a will to become rich in faster way, then I think that we must initiate to give them proper, guidance to make their career bright. They can make their future bright. This is the thing, and most of the students want in this age that they must join army and police, and I think that we can guide them better, being here in this police station, and we are having police dress, and they are too much affected inspired from our dress. We can do for that, and that's why we started a ground for them where we do a physical activity, and most of the students joined that ground, and this is closed due to corona this time, but I hope that it will start very soon. But the feeling behind that was to make them positive for their future, and I think that we should not only motivate them for government job, but also motivate them for self-employment and other different type of the courses which can make their future bright in private fields also, is the reason.
And where we see Rishikesh is a yoga capital, and you also your past was as a teacher. So how, when the people are coming to learn a yoga, how they should find the right teacher?
Yes, that's a question. Very good. I see that whenever most of the foreigners comes here in this Rishikesh to learn yoga activities, so I will must tell them that they must see that whether that is the yoga institute is properly registered or not, and the yoga teachers having their diplomas, and how much experience they are from when the institute is working there, because of there are so many institutes which have been opened recently, and I think that before joining yoga institute you must see their results of past and experience of their teacher.
That's the way they can find the right teacher for their right education of yoga. And you also learning a new instrument called a flute. So how this inspiration come to learn a flute, and how the music is correlated with your life?
I don't. This is just starting that we feel the stress in our daily job, and I think that in evening when you get free from all the things, then you must have an instrument which you can practice on that, and you can feel that is a way of meditation also, and to cool our mind and body from the daily stress, and that's why in between the corona period from last 6 months, in night time when people were not in the roads and we feel something, we are getting time, then I was told that there was a very good teacher, Pankaji, that teaches such as the instrumental training he gives, and I went to him, and then I'm learning it from last 2 months, but I'm just a learner, not an expert, and I think that whenever you will come next time for my interview, I think that I hope that I will be able to play a flute before you.
My last question is, what message you would like to share about the humanity and toward the Rishikesh people?
See, Rishikesh is a very nice place, and I think it is in itself heaven, and I think that most of the foreigners who comes here, they also feel this, and I will ask to the tourists who are watching this interview, because if I am concerned with the security of this area, and I will say that you are completely secure here, and it is a very safe place, and despite of some incidents happen everywhere, but I should not focus these instances. And I will suggest that whenever you come to Rishikesh, you must have registered guide, and in city you can travel alone. There is no problem. But when you go to remote jungle or river bank, you must have a trusted friend with you.
Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste to all.